Hey, it's Emily and this is my autumn book haul. So I was on a book buying ban and I was doing so well, especially through September. However, in October did slip up a little bit. I have got 8 books to show you. One I got sent, but the rest I pretty much got myself. I did use vouchers for some of them. I used my own money. One was a pre-order and yeah, a few impulse buys basically. But I have a few fun books to show you and some new releases. Yeah, so I thought I'd haul them now. I don't plan on buying any books in November again. I am strict on my book buying ban. I only bought a few of them because I had £20 on my Waterstones card. So yes, I don't plan on buying any more. There's a few exceptions to my book buying ban, like I think I'm missing 2 or 3 of the old Agatha Christie The Poirot covers that I still need. So if I see them, then I'm gonna get them. Apart from that, I'm pretty much gonna stay away from the bookstores if I can and try to use, I was gonna say use my library. I don't need to use my library. I do want to support it, but I have enough books on my shelves. Like I really don't need to acquire anymore. I have enough selection. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump on in to the book haul. So despite having 8 books here, I think it's about 31 quid I've spent across them all. So I think that's okay. It's like £4 a book. But the first book I'm going to show you is the one I got sent by the publisher because it was the one I got in September, and that is Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. I haven't read this yet, but I think I applied to be part of the kind of, I don't know what the word is, I've forgotten the word, like marketing campaign, and they basically sent out an email saying that it was going to be delayed but everyone gets a copy of the book. So whether you got picked to be on the like campaign, like I think it was a paid opportunity, and whether you got chosen for that or not, you still got a copy of the book. So I got a copy of the book. I don't really know what this spells. Someone, I think, right, if you read the back because that might be better. A tale of families, love, new beginnings and the comfort that can be found in books. From the beginning of summer to early spring, I lived in the Morisaki bookshop. I spent that period of my life in the spare room on the 2nd floor of the store, trying to bury myself in books. The cramped room barely got any light, and everything felt damp. It smelled constantly of musty old books. But I will always remember the days I spent there, because that's where my real life began. And I know without a doubt that if not for those days of rest and that if not for those days, the rest of my life would have been bland, monotonous and lonely. The Morisaki bookshop is precious to me. It's a place I know I'll never forget. Right, I just realised that's just what was on the back. That's not even the blurb. But oh well. But it just sounds fun, it's cute, it's about books, so how could I not? Sorry, I thought I saw a squirrel. Very easily distracted. I'm like a dog. Squirrel. Next up we have one of my most anticipated releases for the year. Well, actually no it's not. This book technically came out last year. The 4th one in the series came out this year, which is another anticipated release. However, I have them in paperback and the paperback only came out this year. Hope that makes sense. And that is Before Your Memory Fades by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, and this it's like a 5-star series. I don't even know if I've given the first 2 5 stars, but to me it's a 5-star series. There and I finally got my hands on the paperback of the 3rd copy and I'm just, yeah, so excited. So I did get this off the buy one get one half price table at Waterstones. I bought it in the My Productive weekend vlog, which I posted I think like a week or 2 ago. And I got it in the buy one get one half price deal and a book for my mum Halloween party. So I'm counting this as the half price book because I was going to get my mum the book anyway. And then when they were both on the buy one get one half price, then obviously I had to get this one too. So this is the 3rd in the series, the Before Your Coffee Gets Cold series, I guess it's called. And this is about a kind of magical cafe where you can travel back in time, but there are very strict rules and you can't break them, basically. And some of the stories are really heartbreaking. You get to know people who travel back in time, understand why they've gone back in time, and yeah, it's just really good and I highly recommend. But yeah, I can't wait for the 4th one to come out in paperback too because that's a nice pink. But yeah, this will have a nice place on my shelf eventually when I get to it. So yeah, that's that one. So the next 3 I picked up with that £20 credit I had on my Waterstones account. It came to like £22 including a bag, so I think I paid like £1.80 for these 3 books. In my mind I paid £1.80, so it counts, it's fine. I barely spent anything. The first one I picked up was the Millhouse Murders by Yukito Ayatsuji. I think that's how you say it. I have the Decagon House Murders there. This is like the 2nd in the House Murders series. They're not like that linked, But yeah, so I don't really know much about this one. So I forgot what I was saying about this because my phone crashed, but can't wait to read it. And apparently I'm loving my translations at the minute, so which is good. I'll stop going on about that one now, but yeah, I can't wait to read another murder mystery. So the next two that I picked up from the Waterstones I went to with my credit, they're on buy one get one half price. There was one I wanted. I explained this in my vlog because it was during the Magical Hopathon readathon. And the first one I picked up is You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kaylin Bayron. This I've seen everywhere. It's about some slashery horror summer camp. That's all I really know about it, but it's nice and short, and I'm planning to read it November, because if you haven't seen my November TBR, it does make a cheeky appearance on there. But yeah, I don't really know. Charity Curtis has the summer job of her dreams playing the final girl at Camp Mirror Lake. Guests pay to be scared in this full contact terror game as Charity and her summer crew recreate scenes from a classic slasher film, The Curse of Camp Mirror Lake. The more realistic the fear, the better the business. But on the last weekend of the season, Charity's co-workers begin disappearing, and when one ends up dead, Charity's role as the final girl suddenly becomes all too real. If Charity and her girlfriend Betty hope to survive the night, they'll need to figure out what the killer is after. But as they unravel the bloody history of the real Mirror Lake, I'm struggling. Charity discovers that there may be more to the story than she ever suspected. So yeah, I can't wait to pick this up, hopefully this month. And then a bit of a rogue choice, the other one that was on a buy one get one half price table. There was none in the adult, none in the YA that I was interested, because this is quite a tiny Waterstones. It was in my friend's little village. And so I picked up one off the middle grade table, which is Peril on the Atlantic, which is a mysteries at sea. I don't know if this is a series or not, but yeah, it just sounds interesting. It's kind of just a mystery on a boat. I'm reading one similar, I think, this month in November. Secret Detectives, a nice middle grade mystery set on a boat, but I like boats. So I think it's set, yeah, in 1936, so it's another like historical one, and yeah, I think it's like Titanic vibes, but murder mystery, but for kids. So yeah, that's that one. Got that in my just purely because it was in the buy one get one half price, and it was one that was the most intriguing to me, because all the others I either had or just wasn't fancying. So yeah, plus it's middle grade. I'm sure I can fly through it very quickly. The font's massive, so it won't take up too much time to read. The next book I'm going to talk about is a pre-order that I pre-order this author's book every year, and this, if you couldn't guess already from my other previous videos, is the Christmasaurus. Oh, sorry, A Christmasaurus Carol by Tom Fletcher. This is the fourth in the Christmasaurus series, and yeah, it's the most recent release. This year I hope to put it up in December. At the start of December I'm posting a Christmasaurus reading vlog where I'm going to read the entire series, or at least all the ones that are out now. I don't know if this is going to be the last one, if there's going to be any more, but I will be doing a reading vlog with all of them. I'm going to be reading them in November, hopefully posting at the start of December. So yeah, look out for that very soon. But this, I think, follows the Christmasaurus gang as they kind of stop Scrooge from ruining Christmas. So yeah, and it's not too long compared to some of the others, so very excited. Christmasaurus is actually looking quite big now, like on the cover. He was like such a baby in the first one. But yeah, so that's that one. That was my pre-order. And then, like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm picking up the old covers of the Poirot books. I have like 2 left, so but I did see one in the foils at Waterloo train station. I got there early. I met my friend. I got there early. What am I trying to say? I got there way too early. I messed up my times. Got to the train station. Me and my friend were meeting at Waterloo, coming from different trains. So I thought I'll just kill time and have a look in foils. And so I'm so glad I did, because I picked up Poirot Investigates, which is one of the few ones that I don't have. I have, I think, 2 I'm missing at the end. I think it's The Adventures of the Christmas Pudding, Curtain, and then this one as well. So those were, I think, the only 3 I'm missing. Oh, and Poirot's early cases. So, but yeah, this is just a short story collection. I have heard Rhiannon review it and say there's, I think, one story in particular that she just didn't vibe with, and I think Poirot uses a racial slur. I really can't speak. A racial slur is used quite a lot in at least one of these stories. I still wanted to add it to my collection and read them, and yeah, I'll just slot it in nicely on my shelves. And then finally onto the last book, and this was just a real impulse purchase. I was just having a rough day and I went into town after work, because on Thursdays it's late night shopping. on Thursday I went into town, well last week, and went shopping. And I only really went because I was looking for a McFly outfit, but I happened to stop by TK Maxx, and if you don't know, TK Maxx tend to have classics but other books as well. They have books sold in their like home section, and they tend to be pretty editions of classics and for an affordable or more affordable price. So I picked up Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I have read this but not for a long time. The last time I read it was when I was in year 9. We read it for like our set book, and I must be like what, 14, 13 maybe when I read this, so it's been a long time, 10 years. But yeah, it's just a nice little like foiled. They had a few other classics in these editions, but it was $7.99, so I thought why not. And it doesn't add to my TBR because I have technically read it. Although I would like to reread it again in the future now that my reading tastes have matured a bit. So yeah, but I thought why not? I'll just get them. I'll just get it. I'll treat myself. I needed to pick myself up, you know, so yeah. So that wraps up my book haul for the autumn. So hopefully we'll not buy any in November. We'll see what happens around Christmas. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this vlog. It's not a vlog, this video. Oh my god, it's a chaotic day today, clearly. So here are the 8 books that I picked up across the last 2 months, despite being on a book buying ban. But yeah, I'm very happy with them, and I know that I will get to them all very soon. They're all books that I actually am really wanting to read very soon, especially these 2 that have made it onto my November TBR. So yeah, that's it from me. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe if you're new around here. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video. Bye.